Hey there, I'm Andy Salonen, and I'm one of the program managers on the specialty behavioral health side with Clinica Family Health and Wellness. Clinica actually has 14 different sites along the Front Range, and my program primarily serves clients in Boulder and Broomfield counties. I'm part of the intensive outpatient services team, which offers multiple programs ranging from crisis respite services, trauma therapy, intensive outpatient care, and in-home family services. And this allows clients who might not be quite appropriate for a residential or inpatient level of care, but also need more than just weekly therapy to come and develop skills, process trauma, and ultimately find some healing and moving kind of towards a life that they want to live. Our other primary programs are intensive outpatient programs, or IOPs, and this is a higher level of care. And again, for clients who maybe don't need quite like inpatient or residential treatment, but individual weekly therapy isn't enough. And so we have some group-based programs for both teens and adults. And our therapists are really doing some neat things in those groups. So art therapy, somatic work, things like yoga, but also skill building and psychoeducation. And then using our surroundings, right, to like go outside and go to the open spaces and use mindfulness. So really neat opportunities for people to do some therapy and see some growth, but in maybe some non-traditional ways that are really interactive. Our programs are a little unique in that, yes, we can take Medicaid and Medicare, as well as we can use our financial assistance program, or FAP. We also have the ability to accept commercial or private insurance. And so most of our services are covered by insurance. There are times through private insurance, though, where a client might have a copay that they need to cover. But whether you're doing groups in an IOP setting or trauma therapy, those sessions are for the most part covered. And that allows, people all over the community to access those services. Yeah, so there's a couple ways to get involved with our programs. One is to go through our admissions and navigations team, and that's just calling our main number. We also have some assessment clinicians on our team, though, and so if someone's coming in and they're just looking for services with the intensive outpatient team, we'll help them with their assessment, we'll get them registered, and then make sure that they can get into one of our programs. Being in this program, it gives us some flexibility as to how we can conduct services. And so I think when you're doing regular outpatient therapy, there's some limitations. Whereas with our program, we even have folks who can go in the home or meet someone in the community. We have the ability to incorporate some modalities or tools that are very specialized and that maybe some of our other outpatient therapists don't have training in. And so we're really lucky to be able to use the team and their skills and expertise to deliver this type of service. It's hard to ask for help, I think, regardless of your age, and I think especially hard if that hasn't been modeled to you. And so I think when we hear people that are feeling concerned or hesitant to ask for that help, it's just normalizing it and saying, yeah, I've heard that, or I've experienced that. And then again, just getting curious about what that might be about and seeing how we might be able to accommodate or I think when you're worried or anxious about something, having choices is really important. And so, well, here are some options, right? And it doesn't have to be this cookie cutter form of treatment. And so we can see what might feel best for them.